didn't see a red light at first.
Oh, there we
I
go.
was wondering where the red light was at. Hebrew Brantley. I'm from south side of Chicago.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
nice man.
And this is my work. So we do the cutaway.
Yeah, for sure, man. So you're in New York right now, or what's going on?
No, I'm here, man. I just Lionswear reps me.
Oh, okay, out from New York. This is some pretty dope work, man. So, what kind of stuff you paint? I see a lot of Sharpie, a lot of just.
No Sharpie.
Oh, really?
No
what's
Sharpie, it's
what's
acrylic.
Oh, okay. So you do a lot of acrylic.
All acrylic, oil, spray paint, and yeah.
So tell me a little bit about you. What's your work about, or?
Work is basically it's best way to describe it is like lions disguised as lambs. It's kind of a way of telling messages and narratives in a very soft and gentle way, talking about things that are I guess prevalent to African Americans and their history. And the history is very dark as far as just our assimilation into America, and
Yeah, for sure.
to tell it and to tell our story and put it in a very I guess contemporary form is to use the cartoon form, because aesthetically it draws people in first,
For sure.
and then when you start to kind of see some of the subtext and the line work behind it, it has a language to it. And it plays with a lot of popular culture, like the iconography, and yeah.
So how'd you get started? Did you go to school for this, or
Self-taught, man.
you're self-taught?
Yeah.
Were you like a street artist before this, or
Yeah.
a little bit?
Yeah, can't help
See
it.
that's good enough schooling right there, man.
Exactly. You hang around enough like-minded individuals, man, that get down. You kind of figure your own way. So that's pretty much how it happened.
I was
That's cool, man.
watching the show called The Wire. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
So like in there, I mean, let me know if I'm like stepping the whatever. But in there, they talk about how like, they're like, hey, they're killing people. We watch like everything. Like doesn't matter music or TV shows, like, and they don't like. They basically consume everything, and just like everybody else,
Yeah.
right? But then, like, when it comes to like the other way, like it becomes sort of like stupid, right? Like not a lot of people, you know what I mean? So, like in terms of like choosing sort of pop culture images,
Oh, wow, look at Wanda. How you doing, man?
This is
Handsome and big, man.
processing, spitting it out, like, because this is all subconscious. It's not premeditated. It's just the lines following, the next one, and it's
Really?
trying
So
to draw some connection to it.
so you don't do you do a lot of like pre-sketches and stuff like that? You just hit the canvas and
Yeah, I just got.
cool, man.
like, which elements do you choose to like really develop fully? Because obviously there's like like main image in the front, a lot of like background sort of like textural stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's a huge. I like it. I love collage. One of my favorite painters is Romare Bearden, and he's like the godfather of collage. So I want to keep that, but make it and do it in a painterly way. So, I mean, as far as a start, I don't really have a point of origin. It can start with a red line or even some white paint.
Really?
Yeah, once something hits.
sorry.
That's cool, man.
Because it actually looks like you had like the image fully like envisioned in your head before you.
No, I mean, with these pieces here, it centers around. It's very thematic. I mean, it centers around the Mammy character. It's kind of like the narrative for it. The narrator, I should say. The Mammy character was on Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of gaining your knowledge of America and your history of America on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And then like, this is being fed to children. So if you're a 2-year-old child that grows up in Colorado and has no access to a black person, and the first image you see is a huge black woman yelling at the top of her lungs and fussing, it starts the wheels are turning, and those images stick. Whether you can draw from them directly, they're there, and it's a way of molding the kids. And I mean, these are cartoons from the 40s, 50s that they're still showing today. So it is a way of conditioning and molding, and it's just it's kind of me recognizing that, and also it's kind of flipping it. It's almost like the word nigga. It's like when you flip it, and now we own it instead of it owning us.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Well, great, man. I really, really appreciate your work.
Thank you.
It's super dope. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Where can we find more, a little bit more about your website or something like that?
Yeah, it's my name. It's HebrewBrantley.com. HEBRU.
There we go. Appreciate it.